Hello everyone. Today I bring you the topic the age of middle powers, why the world is no longer run by superpowers alone. For most of the modern history, the world moved between giants, empires, superpowers, two blocks, one hegemon. Power was concentrated, but something subtle has changed. The world is no longer shaped only by superpowers. It is increasingly shaped by middle powers. Countries strong enough to influence but not strong enough to dominate. And that changes global political global politics completely. What is middle power? A middle power is not weak, it is also not hegemonic. It cannot dictate the system, but it can bend outcomes. Examples today include India, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Indonesia, Australia, South Korea, United Arab Emirates. Individually limited, collectively decisive. Why middle powers matter now? Because the old structure is weakening. The United States remains powerful but stretched. China is rising but constrained. Europe is influential but fragmented. This creates space, and middle powers step into that space. They do not replace superpowers, they mediate between them. The new behavior of these countries, middle powers avoid permanent alignment. They cooperate with the US on security, trade with China, work with regional blocs, build independent leverage. This is called strategic autonomy, not neutrality, not alignment, flexibility. Examples everywhere. India buys energy from Russia while partnering with the West. Turkey is a NATO member that negotiates with Russia. Saudi Arabia works with the United States and China simultaneously. Indonesia leads ASEAN without confronting major powers. The pattern is clear: influence without submission. What this does to the world system? It slows polarization. Cold War logic was binary. Today world is layered. Instead of two camps, we see networks. Power flows through coalitions, issue-based partnerships, and temporary alignments. The world becomes harder to control, but also harder to divide. Risk of the shift. Multipolarity creates freedom, but also uncertainty. Coordination becomes difficult. Crises become unpredictable. Rules become negotiable. Stability becomes management, not dominance. The 20th century believed power must be centralized. The 21st century suggests power can be distributed. Middle powers represent a world where influence is shared, not equality but dispersion. Conclusion. The age of superpower is not over, but it is no longer sufficient to explain the world. The future may not belong to the strongest country. It may belong to those who can move between powers, build bridges, and shape outcomes without controlling them. In geopolitics today, strength matters, but positioning matters more. I am Sridhar Reddy from Global Affairs Daily. Thank you for tuning in with us. Have a great day.